But we're talking a little football. We've got Keisha Rivers Shorty with us, and also Robin Kelly. We're going to talk football. We're mixing in a great charity event for such a good cause. And first, let's start with you, Keisha. I know this is a passion of yours. Tell us about the Ultimate Football League. What do you guys have going on here?
Well, the Ultimate Football Club is basically a club for football fanatics. We like to call it Little League for adults. It's guys 21 and older. You get a chance to get out there and, you know, put on the helmet and the pads and mix it up and play football. We have what we call a no knuckleheads clause. So you make sure that the guys you're playing with are guys that you know. It's just like going outside with your best buds in the backyard and getting a chance to play football.
Sure.
And we created it because it was a way for guys, I mean, you know, from covering sports, as you get older, they start weeding you out.
I know, from much more than covering sports. I know as a former player. I was weeded out many years ago.
So what we do is, for those guys who didn't get a chance to pursue it, football is the only sport where you don't actually get to play it like the professionals do. You can't go out there and put on pads and equipment and mix it up unless you're in a semi-pro league or you're trying to, you know, go out there and try out for an NFL or arena football team. So with the Ultimate Football Club, we give you that whole fantasy experience. So you get to go out, put the helmet and shoulder pads on, play 7-on-7 tackle. It's just with guys in the club that you know. And we, of course, do it Ultimate Football Club style. So we videotape your games, we keep your stats, we treat you as if you're in the NFL.
So you're going to have a lot of husbands going home to their wives going, put that in, watch this, honey.
Yep, so we'll have everything on our website, and we call it highlights or lowlights, as the case may be, depending on the bloopers, because we videotape everything. So if people want to find out more information and they want to keep up with what's going on, then they just go to our website at theultimatefootballclub.com, and it's got everything on there.
That's phenomenal. And this is something that you and your husband sort of created. He's a sportsaholic, it seems like, and you guys came up with this idea, right?
Yeah, and his whole thing is he is a basketball nut. He would spend all his time at the gym playing pickup basketball, and he was kind of roped into playing a flag football tournament with one of his best friends. And after going through that experience and not getting thrown the ball a whole lot, he decided that he wanted to start his own club.
I'll take my ball and go home.
Exactly. So he started his own club. So that way he could give guys like him the opportunity, because the last time he played football was in Little League. And you know, then it was basketball, and that was it. So he really wanted a chance to go out there and actually put the pads on.
Well, he didn't just go find a team, he just started a whole league.
Exactly.
So the heck with you guys, I'll do it on my own. Now, you guys are relatively new to the area. You've just moved here, but also the league is new. You guys are up and running now, though, as of June, right?
Yeah, what we do with the club is we have our membership drive that has just started, and we cap it at 150 guys. So it's kind of like an intramural league. So you will know the people that you're playing with day in and day out. And we've started holding a series of open houses over at Lake Olmsted Park on Saturday afternoons, and we give guys a chance basically to come out, try on the equipment, see for themselves that this is for real, meet some of the other guys that are there.
Judge the talent a little bit.
Judge the talent, or lack thereof.
In some cases.
And so, and then what they have a chance to do is, once they've tried it out and they see what it is that we're doing, then we can talk to them a little bit, you know, make sure that they're the right types of people, because with the organization, it's all things football, but it's not just football. We actually have a community side as well called Club Acts. And with that, that's how we want to give back to the community. So we're looking for guys that are really positive, who want to come out, they want to have a good time, but they all recognize that they have to go to work the next day.
You just nixed all my friends. I just take them all off the list. No, the Club Acts, the community involvement is something, you know, when you have an organization like you have, you do want to get out in the community and meet people. It helps your organization, but also helps others who are trying to do charity fundraisers, that kind of thing. And you guys have linked up with Robin Kelly on a terrific idea of hers. So let's introduce Robin here. Robin, how are you?
I'm fine.
Well, tell us about Locks for Lucas. I know this is something near and dear to your heart, so tell me how this all came about.
It is. Locks for Lucas is a cut-a-thon we did, which was to benefit Lucas Aslan, which is a 6-month-old baby with retinoblastoma. He goes to church with us, but the amazing thing about the story is I had went to the hospital to visit another friend that was having a baby that had trisomy 13. And the family prayed for one day, and they got 13 days with Sophie.
Wow.
So while I went to see that baby, Margie Aslan was in the hospital. And
you recognized her from church.
Recognized her from Stevens Creek, and got to talking with her, and we were going to organize some meals and stuff, and I told her, she said, well, call me. And it just kind of touched me, because she said, Sorry, I'm going to try not to get choked up.
I did that at the very beginning, so I understand. No, go ahead, I understand. It's a great thing y'all are doing.
She wanted to help
Yeah.
with somebody else when she's caring
And
for
her
a baby
son's
that
there.
has cancer.
Yeah.
It just meant a lot to me. So I went back to work. We kind of brainstormed with how we could help the family out. And we don't really know a lot about their finances, but we do know with any type of cancer, the medical bills are crazy. So we decided to do a cut-a-thon. We were going to offer free haircuts, free food. We had T-shirts made up that we sold for $5. We actually, another salon from Stevens Creek said, can we get on board too? So Fringe came on board. And on July 12th, we did free haircuts all day long for donations only.
And at that one, you were at Suzette Salon on Bel Air Road.
Suzette Salon on Bel Air Road, and Fringe, which was right down the road. We had the blood mobile there. We ended up, as of to date, we have raised $7,336.
That is phenomenal. That, you know, again, you should be commended on that. And I guess that you're continuing to do it. You have something coming up?
Yeah, what we're doing actually is the club has kind of adopted this cause because actually when I first moved to Augusta, I ended up meeting Robin through someone else. I was going out and kind of promoting some things, and she said, we've got this great cause, this thing that's going on, you know, I want you to talk to Robin.
Yeah.
And once she told me the story of Lucas and his mom and everything that they've been going through, we just decided as an organization that this is something that we didn't want to see end. So we started out with the cut-a-thon. And now we're going to follow the a-thon themes. So we're planning a skate-a-thon later on this year. We're going to be planning a bowl-a-thon also. And our ultimate goal is that hopefully, even though it's called Locks for Lucas because that's how it started with the cut-a-thon, we want to have it continue. We've got a fund set up at Wachovia Bank that people can donate to.
Sure.
And as the events get closer, we're going to have a series of those, and we also want to have an online telethon so that people can donate. And what we want to do is the first set will go towards Lucas and his family, but the group has decided that one of the things we want to do is be able to continue this long term so that other families
that are...
Because there are
kids in there every day, and in this area, especially with the Children's Hospital.
Right,
You know,
so what we hope to do is to set up something that, you know, we were able to help Lucas and his family to start out with, but it grows into something where we can help and we can touch more families along the way.
It sounds like a great idea, and I know we're going to shift gears here in a moment, but before we let Robin go, I just wanted to say, obviously a great idea that you came up with. And with the church, obviously, you know people are going to jump in, but the community seems like they're kind of getting involved, people that aren't even involved in Stevens Creek.
We have had so many people just want to help us.
Yeah.
Papa John's gave us pizza. Firehouse Subs gave Fringe subs. We've had Coca-Cola, Hers, potato chips. Everybody wants to help this baby. I mean, especially when it's a baby, it's kind of near and dear to people's hearts.
You know, that's just unfair. You know, it seems. But
people can still donate even now at any Wachovia bank. Just walk in and say, "I'd like to make a donation for Locks for Lucas."
Locks for Lucas at any Wachovia branch, and it will certainly go to a great cause. Well, Robin, thank you for coming in. Keisha, you're going to hang around for a moment. We got. Matter of fact, we're going to talk to one of the members of the Ultimate Football Club. Chuck Edgar's going to join us along with Keisha, and I'll be back to talk with Chuck. We've got a great show still to go, so stick around with us. It's Comcast Connect Live.